South Texas Amateur Tour Podcast, The Power Hour, with your hosts, Travis Silkowski, Michael Emanuelian, Casey Graham, Jason Bird, and Brad Gilbert.
What is going on, South Texas Amateur Golf Tour? MD here. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. It is March 25th. It is 7:03 p.m. Where would you rather be than here with the Power Hour boys? We have lots to talk about, specifically the hardest event maybe of the season at Cedar Creek this past weekend, making it the hardest format and the hardest golf course, and it certainly showed its teeth. We have some players to celebrate on their wins this weekend. Then we have a lot of open events for registration. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then, of course, the top 10 list. Lots of changes. And we will discuss them because this is critical as we move in to the second half of the spring season, where it is going to get out of control with points. There's so many points open, and it's time to sign up. It's time to get out there and play. If you're tired of seeing the names on the leaderboard, do something about it. I got bad news for everybody out there. You're going to hate two of the top three, at least. So here we go. Before we get started, though, let me go ahead and bring on my partner, the director of golf, the chairman of the board, the leader that no one asked for but followed anyways. My personal Jesus.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a tough intro to live up to. Good evening. How is my audio tonight? Did I do a better job? Okay.
It's phenomenal.
Terrific. I'm so happy that it worked. I mean, it's so nice to come on and not have technical difficulty. I was running late today, so I missed pre-show rundown and run through. So here we are. We're live. It is March the 25th. We are through event 6 on the spring season, but it's really through 5 events because we have one postponement, which we'll talk about in a little bit. We have an amazing string of golf coming up, 5 events in 7 weeks, of which 4 are stroke play individual events. I think that's awesome. I think that's so cool. And the Valero Texas Open is right around the corner. It is officially spring. The equinox has come and gone. Easter is right around the corner. And we're talking Cedar Alt Shot recap. Events 7 and 8 are open for registration. Event 7 is up next. That's the stroke play at Mission. I believe it's double points. I'll look just so I'm speaking correctly in just a second.
It is, in fact, double points.
Whoop, whoop. And, in the next newsletter, the final event 9 and the Masters are opening for registration in next week's newsletter. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? I mean,
we're playing golf 5 in the next 7 weeks, and then we go to Tour Travels.
That is exactly right.
It's the best stretch of the year.
The 8th week in that rotation is Tour Travels departure, which is awesome. We have an amazing Tour Travels trip planned. So cool to talk about Tour Travels here in the upcoming weeks. Pairings and Golf Genius are coming out. Tour Travels welcome bags are being ordered and put together. Tour Travels less than 60 days away. Tour Travels Zoom meeting
57.
is like 10 days away. So informational Tour Travels email coming very soon for sure. But I can't wait to see that top 10. There was a lot of shuffling. There wasn't a lot of drop ads in the top 10. The top 10 is very crunched in point standings, but this is the time of the year where we start really, really focusing on the point standings that come with a match play challenge team auto qualifying spot, you know? So, MD first on the radar it's March 25th already. Oh my gosh. Let's go through Cedar Creek. You placed, you played well with your partner, Willie Nelson. Tell us a little bit about the format from a player's perspective, playing with a higher handicapper. And then let's talk about Cedar, because Cedar was great. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I love alt shot. It's arguably, it's either your least favorite or it's your favorite. Now,
to be clear, it's modified alternate shot. Both team members, and that's me too, right? I say alternate shot too. But to be clear, it's modified alternate shot. That's both team members hit a tee shot on every hole. So that's where there's the shamble aspect of it, right? Per se, there's that's the modified word is 2 tee shots, double the chance of getting a shot in play, even for second flight, third flight, and so on, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead. Yep. I'm sorry.
So I love alt shot. I love Cedar Creek. I told you, I think I've won it 4 years in a row, and I just like that course.
And you've won it with a different partner each year. I have
won it with a different partner each year.
I mean, you are a partner slut.
I am pretty bad. But that being said, Willie Nelson has stolen my heart with his game.
Woo!
To your point, I do love the high handicap. Third flighters hate to see me coming now. But I mean,
as a second flight debut, right? It's been a long time. Yeah, I mean, it's been since the Jason Cross days. Yeah.
Well, this year I've played with Willie in every event, so we've been in second or third flight, and it's I mean, we had a plan, right? Like, course was in amazing condition. The greens were rolling great. I mean, the course could not have been any more pure, any more perfect.
I thought it was really, 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 really good to the point of using the word mint. Like tees, fairways, greens, right? The rough at Cedar is always the rough at Cedar, right? Who cares? It's always going to be thin, right?
Yep.
But I thought the tees, fairways, and greens were really, really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought everything was good, and Cedar is my jam. But we had Willie and I had a plan. Said he needed to get off the tee, let me hit the approach shots, and we put something together. We had some fun.
Heck yeah. I mean, and it's so cool to see the last couple golf courses on the trail be in that good of condition. Willow Springs coming up is good. Mission del Lago is good. I thought San Pedro was so much better than advertised as well. So I think it's going to be a really good year on the trail for course conditions. So really excited to continue to work with those guys, Andrew Peterson and Kevin Molyneux. Just awesome to work with on the trail.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, every golf course right now is pure. It's exciting. But Cedar, Cedar was perfect. Conditions were great. Pace of play was phenomenal.
I thought pace of play was really, really, really good too. Really, and it was, the course was hard. The scores reflected how hard the course was, but nothing on the scorecard looked like it ever got out of control. So props to everybody. Pace of play was great. I thought it was great.
I mean, you know our messaging. Stay on top of the group in front of you.
Yes. If you're not waiting, you're the problem.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Cedar Creek alt shot. We were just talking about this before. So there's no graphics. We're just talking about it. But alt shot produced some different statistics coming out of hole difficulty.
Which is to be expected.
So I think it's interesting. The hardest hole for team modified alt shot was the par 5 9th. So that was shocking to begin with. And then
is that for overall? Or all flights?
That's overall. Yeah, that's overall. That's all flights, all tees.
Did you get a chance to? I would be interested to see what it was in each flight. Like, I wonder if it was
what the hardest hole. We can scroll through that relatively quickly. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, we can go sort by flight. Just the hardest hole. The hardest hole for champ flight was number 9.
Okay.
The hardest hole for first flight was number 6.
Really?
Yep. Okay. Interesting. That's a tough hole. That is the number 1 handicap hole on the scorecard. The par 4 dogleg right?
Yep.
We are second flight. The hardest hole in second flight, number 10. So interesting. Playing a stroke and a half over par on average. And third flight, the hardest hole in third flight was number 11.
That's so weird.
Different hardest holes for every flight. It's so amazing. I love the statistics, and that all collaborated to number 9 being the most difficult because champ flight skews the average down for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So that makes complete sense. So amazing that a different hardest hole in every flight. I think that's so unique. I mean, it's such a unique tour stop, and it really is the toughest test of the spring year for sure.
Yep.
Of the spring season.
Well, do you want to walk us through the winners? I'll pull up a few pictures.
All right. Yeah, you betcha. I certainly can do that. All right. Where you want me to start? Let's start at the top and go down. Championship flight. We'll go gross first, then net.
Perfect.
Championship flight gross winners at even par, no red numbers in the field. Dustin Weldon and STX Am Tour GOAT Sean Vidal, even par. That was a 2-shot win over Jeremy Jaramillo and Steven Evans. Weird to see Jeremy's name below the cut line on the most recent standings.
I think he is. I think he's still in. I think he was. I know he's in. I think he's 50th.
Okay, right there. Maybe we were talking about Steven, but
I think Steven.
Yes, really difficult setup for championship flight. This year at Cedar Creek is hosting the 3 biggest events, in my opinion. It's hosting the Greater San Antonio Men's Amateur Championship presented by The Trail. It's hosting the 13th South Texas Match Play Challenge Tour versus Houston Amateur Golf Association.
Yep.
And it's hosting the San Antonio Open. So we saw some Sunday hole locations this past weekend in the tour event for sure.
If you showed up.
Really difficult setup for championship flight. Even par wins it. Dustin Weldon, Sean Vidal take home the first victory cookie of the day. Championship flight net, Micah Carroll and Jolly Shackelford in a scorecard playoff over former points leader Jason Bird and Michael Freeman at 4 under par net, which translated to 3 and 5 over par gross. So scorecard playoff, it was down to the end. Jolly and Micah edged out in the scorecard playoff, got those elusive bonus points which are so important. And when we start talking about the point standings, you'll see how important they are at this particular conversation, where Micah and Jolly won, and Jason and Michael Freeman were second, and they flip-flopped in the point standings, which we'll see in a little bit
Spoiler alert.
on the points graphic. Congratulations, Champ Flight Cookie winners. First Flight Gross, Brian Holden, Brooke Holden, 4 over par, 76. Fantastic team uniforms. Hit the ball great all day. I actually rolled up on number 2 green as Brooke was banging like a 25-footer in off the back collar for birdie on the second hole. And a couple hiccups in there, but enough to outlast Dan and DJ Burke and Bob North and Jeff Kozlarczyk and the rest of the flight for the gross victory cookie. Congratulations, Holdens. First Flight net is the picture we don't have. Bradley Gilbert and Brian Perlberg in another scorecard playoff over Kent Simnett and Mark Wonky at 5 under par, 67. And that translated to roughly 10 over par and 11 over par gross, 82 and 83. So right in that same competitive to the very end stretch. Congratulations, First Flight Cookie winners. Woo! It's been a long time. It's been a long time. The last recap, I had technical difficulty, and you did by yourself. So plus I scored this whole one, so I was super in it. So this is fun one to be back on.
Yeah.
Plus, it's been a month since we've had an event.
Yeah, I am aware. I've been home 4 weekends.
Oh my goodness. Second Flight Cookie winners. This is why everybody's tuned in right now. Second Flight gross, 7 over par, 79. I set the line for this flight early in the day at 79.5. So just a fantastic line set at the starter's box. MD, Mike Dermanuelian, and Willie Nelson take home the Cake Place and More coveted victory cookie, Second Flight gross. Congratulations.
And contrary to the title, the gross cookie is delicious.
The gross cookie is fantastic. Not only is it a work of art, but it's delicious.
Yes.
Second Flight net goes to Logan Armga and Jacob Trentman. A 2-shot win over Dale Beavers and Ed Mitchell. 9 under par, 63. That is a very loud shirt, Logan. Matches the cookie. It matches the cookie.
And it matches the hair and the whole vibe.
It really does. It really is.
He looks like a villain from like a Miami Vice episode.
Yes, I could totally picture him walking around with like the white dress shoes on, and like
all he's missing is the linen jacket to go over.
Yes, like the linen suit.
Yep.
Almost. Yeah. Like,
it's fantastic.
So good. It's fantastic. Second Flighters, congratulations, cookie winners in Second Flight. Third Flight, Matthew Kawamoto and Matthew Ludwig clipped the rest of the field, Corey Frazier and Greg Richter and company, by 5 strokes.
Dang.
To take home the gross victory cookie in Third Flight. Matthew, that's a spanking in old shot. I mean, scoreboard watching down the end, you got a nickel to give. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you gotta feel good coming down 18.
Yeah. Listen, we can 6-putt this. We're okay. Just nestle. Just nestle. Third Flight net. The final victory cookie of the day goes to Bill Cohn and Martin Benugli. Those are single pairs. Both guys emailed in, need a partner, bam, paired up, win a cookie. Love it. Winner, chicken dinner. Bill Cohn, Martin Benugli. Congratulations, Third Flight cookie winners. Congratulations, cookie winners from Cedar Creek. That was double points, double bonuses, which brought us to a new point standings and a new top 10 MD. Is that what we're talking about next on the list? Woo! That was a fantastic segue. Here it is right there, full screen graphic. This is it. Micah Carroll takes over first place. That's how valuable those bonus points are. Flip. We see now a little bit of San Pedro match play effect there for Micah. That's a big number on that top column. Congratulations, Micah. Really good playing at Cedar. Maybe just a Scotia drama that everybody fought through, and good victory cookie there. First place, Micah Carroll. Second place now, down a spot, Jason Bird. And third place, up 6 spots, Mike Germanuelian with his victory cookie win with Willie Nelson. Top 3 is important, and this is about the time of the year where we really start talking about points in relationship to the top 3, because the top 3 earn the first 3 automatic spots on the 2026 South Texas Match Play Challenge team, hosted at, you guessed it, Cedar Creek. So, fourth place, the big mover in the top 10 of the week, Sean Vidal. Victory cookie jumps you up into fourth place. Kendall Murray, Andrew Huddleston, and Charles Romero kind of hovering right around that 5, 6, 7 range. Down 1, staying 6, and down 3 for Charles, respectively. So Kendall, Andrew, and Charles, the middle of the top 10. Up 2 spots into 8th, Dale Beavers. Down a pair, Nick Lewis. And down 7, staying in the top 10 with out of town, can't be there, Cody Green stays in the top 10. Only one former top 10 member fell out this week. Greg Keogh fell from 8th to 11th, which allowed Sean Vidal to jump up from 15th to 4th. This is your top 10. I think it's really, really important to note on this graphic that 3rd place to 10th place is 80 points. It's 80 points. And second place is only 70 points ahead of 3rd, which is only 2.5 places in one flight in the Mission Del Lago event. I guess that's my point, is that it's really close. It's so much closer than it has been in recent years. There isn't the top 3 or 4 have jumped away and are running away with it, and we're talking about, who's going to be left out. I mean, it's so close, MD.
I mean, I think the race, it's kind of the race to 1,100 points or so. The historical number for top 3 in the last 3 years has been 1,200 points, 1,100 points, and about 1,050 points.
A little bit more promoing on the double points going on this year in the individual events. So I think that's a really good ratio. Yeah.
I think 1,200 gets you in, or gets you into the conversation. And I think that number is kind of what you're aiming for at this point. If you want to secure a top 3 spot, I think you got to have somewhere between 12 to 1,300 points.
I think that is a number we'll know the tour operations team opening event 9 and 10 next week for the newsletter. So all events will be open for registration. We will get to see a total point availability. We were talking about this just earlier today on just the plethora of points still available to earn. I mean, you could come in now and top 50 easily.
Yeah. I mean, this is that's still how much game is left to be played here. It's and what I always appreciate is that 4 of the last 5 events are stroke play events. So it is
Yes.
going to come down to the golfer swinging the club. No one to rely on. Not able to rely on anyone else. No team events. Like, this is where you got to lock in, and this is where it also gets interesting. Is just the flights, and looking at the flights that are in this. Have everyone on this list here. Um, there's a lot of math, but the one thing that you know for sure here is you got to come play and your game pretty good to finish strong here.
Yes, exactly right. And that's one thing that I really want to focus on is that it's individual events and you're never out of it. Every point matters. Every place that you gain or lose on the point standings affects your starting playoff position.
I mean,
I don't.
I was just thinking, like, team best ball, Bird got 187.5. We could have a mathematical thing where he's in third place and beats me by half a point. Like, that's how dumb it gets down the line here. Just seconding your every point matters. Sorry.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. Exactly right.
I mean, it is crunch time. You got to get your game in shape, and be ready to grind. And I mean, let's look at this real quick as we.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say that the full point standings are available at spxamtour.golf. If you don't get the weekly tour report newsletter, there's a big sign up for the newsletter button on the homepage. That is the best way to get the quickest information. When point standings come out, they go right in the newsletter. When events results come out, they go right in the newsletter. When events open for registration, they go right in the newsletter. That is the best communication channel to get as much information about the tour and how to march towards a match play challenge team and a tour championship, right?
Yep.
But it seems like in the last 4 or 5 years, making the team has surpassed tour championship, but the tour championship makes the team and gets another trophy and just that top dog recognition, right?
Yeah, I mean, after Sean gets it for like the 6th time in a row, like, it kind of loses.
You're right.
You don't clap as hard.
Sean Vidal, tour goat. Okay, this is a fantastic graphic. This is the division schedule graphic on the homepage. MD, when you look at the rest of spring season,
it's
what are you looking forward to the most? There's one change from this graphic that's not on here. That's the almost going to Willow stroke play. Event 5 on the spring season has been postponed to in between 7 and 8, and it moved to Willow Springs. So that's the one change on this graphic.
Yep, we're going to have a stretch of golf there, the 19th, 25th, and 3rd, 3 weeks in a row there. But to be honest, I'm most looking forward to the Masters.
I really am too. The Masters has never been held at Cedar. We've had, of course, the PC Open at Cedar Creek for years ago, for a long time, for multiple years.
Well, but we haven't had it here, and yeah.
So really excited for the Masters to be there.
That's my favorite course.
I'm excited to play stroke play at Willow.
I am too. That was my number 2. I love Willow. That's another course that
the rotation is really, really good. Off weekend this week, and then Mission off weekend, Willow, Northern, Riverside off weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Cedar.
Yeah. Mission's tough, man. Mission's tough. It can play long.
And Northern the wind's been blowing a lot.
Yep. Northern Hills is historically one of the tougher courses. Putting it in a 9-9, which, scramble and alt shot's going to be hard. Or is that best ball and alt shot?
Scramble and alt shot. Scramble and alt shot. One team entry is the key to that format. the big key that I want to hammer home here, as we get late in the show, is stroke play at Mission Del Lago. That first leg of what we're talking about, registration closes next week Tuesday, which is a day before the Sunday events, right? It's a Saturday, April 4th event. Registration closes Tuesday at 5 p.m. Register now. There is still plenty of room. Double points and standard bonuses. That is 250 points to first place gross. So we were just talking about those point standings being separated by 80. First place gross gains 60.
People, someone who doesn't show up for Mission Del Lago, someone
gotta show up. You're exactly
someone
right.
who leapfrogs. If you don't play, it's very easy to see how quickly you're about to fall off the face of the earth.
And that's exactly right. That's exactly right. We saw that. If for every event you miss, you fall 10 spots, right? For every event you miss, you fall 10 spots or more. The further down you get, right?
Yep.
So gotta play the tough courses, gotta continue to grind out tournament golf. That's what it takes to win the South Texas Match Play Challenge. That's what it takes to win in the playoffs. That's what it takes to win week in and week out, is playing. You got to be there. You are exactly right. Let's continue to put butts in the seats. Let's continue to sell out the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour events, the home and authority of amateur competition golf, elite amateur competition golf in South Texas region.
I honestly think at the end of the day here, we have walked into the Masters with a relative decision already on maybe 1 and 2 with who's likely top 3. I think that we're going to get to Cedar, and I think it's going to be much closer than historically we've been, and I think Cedar is going to be the most important thing here. I'm willing to go out on a ledge here and say 2 of the 3 people, if not all 3 people in the leader spot going into Cedar, could potentially not be there at the end of Cedar.
You're exactly right. Everything could, and I believe everything will flip-flop. I believe that it's so close. I believe there will be. I am willing to bet that there is one new person in the top 3 every week.
Yeah.
Of those 5.
I would say it's gonna be just trading body blows. It's gonna be a lot of changes, a lot of unless. The only thing that you can do at this point is everyone in that top 3, top 5, top 7, they've got to win. I think realistically, you got to win 3 out of the next 5.
Yeah. I think if you're outside the top 25 right now, you need top 2s. I think if you're inside the top 25 and you place in all 5, I think you're in the top 6. So if you sprinkle a cookie in there, and the key is gift carding, right? The first key is placing, right? But lots of golf to be played. Congratulations to our Cedar Creek cookie winners. STXAmTour.golf is your home for everything golf. Amateur golf tour related in South Texas. I'm so excited to be talking about 5 events in 7 weeks. The spring season's been awesome. We're 6 events in, but there's been a couple.
You get those lulls, those 3 weeks.
Yeah, there's been 2 3-weekers and 2 2-weekers.
Yep.
And so I'm excited to go bam 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 bam. So and then tour travels right around the corner, returning to destination Kohler. Really excited about that. Can't wait to play some golf. Really good there. We actually played golf on the off weekend before last week's tournament.
We played 30 holes at Lost Pines.
Yeah, so that was nice to swing. It was surprisingly good for me. I haven't played in several months. jamming busy. But MD, where are we at?
We're done, man. It is closing time. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
That's correct. Because we're gonna go. You can stay and rewatch the show, but it won't be live anymore. I guess if you'd
No,
like,
it
you
won't.
can do that. I don't exactly know how that would work. I mean, I guess you could just replay it again, right?
You could, or go. I mean, go to our YouTube page. Go watch Magic Mayhem 3.0. I mean, watch all three of
Um,
them.
yes, that's a really cool bullet point. That will be a special edition newsletter in a couple weeks coming out, where it'll feature Matchup Mayhem Volume 1, 2, and 3 with all of the links. So that is one comment we get back, like, where are the videos? We're going to put them in your email inbox so you can watch all three of those movies.
Yep.
But Event 7, Mission Del Lago Stroke Play, up next. Registration closes next week, Tuesday. We hope to see you there, everybody. Thank you for watching. It is Tuesday. I'm sorry, it is Wednesday,
It's Wednesday.
March 25th. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy
Have a
your
good
off
night.
weekend. Enjoy the beautiful weather. We'll see you on tour soon.
Good night, everybody.